He's also the best left winger
Left
of
wing
all
of
the
all the
options.
options.
And you know what it is, I'm not gonna lie to
You
you.
said you were struggling with left wing.
You did not catch him.
But hold on.
Got him.
By the way, okay,
Bro,
Hello everyone and welcome back to The Final Whistle. Today we have a combined XI between Chelsea and Tottenham as they will be facing each other soon. The combined XI will be a combined XI based on this season only. As we know, PB is a Chelsea fan. So PB, I'm going to tell you now, I don't want any bias today. Okay? I want no loyalty, just straight up facts.
I'm an honest guy, man.
And as there are four of us today, what I've decided, since it's my video, is that if it's 2v2, in terms of if it's the draw between a certain player, I get the vote. Okay?
Be guided,
Can
bro.
we make sure that you're not biased as well, yeah? Towards any sort of players.
Be guided.
It's my video. Yeah. Okay, so let's get on with it then. Let's start off with the goalkeeper.
I think this one's quite easy to decide, to be fair with you.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah.
I think so.
So show your goalkeeper in 3,
I actually like this keeper.
2, and 1.
I went Petrovic, bro.
Oh,
No,
wow.
come on, man.
I went Petrovic. I can't lie.
Why?
I actually rate him.
No, I
Even
rate
this
him.
season?
No,
Yeah, I think he's been alright.
yeah, he's been all right this season. All right's the key word. He literally cost us 3 points against Burnley in that game.
One thing we need to understand is that Chelsea's defense is not as good as Tottenham's defense.
But Tottenham's defence isn't even that great anyway.
That's even debatable.
And listen, Petrovic, okay, fair enough.
He's stepped up.
Yeah, no, he stepped up, and,
100%.
and to me, he's above Robert Sanchez. I don't rate Sanchez at all, at all.
So being Chelsea's number one is very good.
But Vicario's just been better, bro. It's just
You know what it is? Vicario has saved Tottenham so much this season. Like, in terms of even stats, he's at the top of the leaderboard in terms of goals prevented, Vicario, for everyone in the league.
You see the way I see it, right? When you think about how Chelsea play and how many opportunities they give away, they should be lower in the table.
100%.
And so that's why I feel
no,
like...
but then if you look at how many chances we create, we should be higher in the table. So it balances itself out, bro. We are where we are. We're
it is.
flipping mid-table, mate.
Yeah,
It's the harsh reality of it.
You know, it sounds so good.
Alright.
Yeah, I hear it.
I like to hear that from you. It's a good start.
Bit of accountability, I like
So in goal we have Vicario. So let's go to our. You know what? Let's go to our centre backs.
Okay.
Let's go to our centre backs, and I would like you to write both centre backs down on your boards. Who gets into this team?
Everyone ready?
He
Yeah.
got skinned though.
2, 1, go.
Silva.
Oh,
Romero,
wow.
Sassy.
I went Van der Ven, even though he had a mare.
Mickey Mouse.
So what?
You're talking about the mayor against who?
Newcastle.
Against Newcastle.
Oh
Okay.
my word.
That was mad, bro. But like everyone has that. Like Van Dijk literally did a similar thing the following day.
But you know what?
Kwambala, he was a world-class defender, did a similar thing the following
You put
day.
Mickey Mouse, you're
Mickey
taking the
Mouse.
piss.
Brother, he was on his head.
Yeah, head
bro,
slap is
man.
crazy.
I think you guys all went with Silva though, but has he? I don't know if he's,
No, but
he ain't been
so
great.
so if I touch on that, yeah, he's played what I think 22, 23 games this season. That's the same amount of games as Van der Ven, you know. So if you're putting him in, you gotta put Thiago Silva in. When Chelsea are actually stable and actually look good in defense, he's playing. He's like. Bless you, mate. When Chelsea are there and actually looking good, he's playing. Obviously, due to age, it's affected his fitness. But
yeah,
bro,
so would you want him in your team
but-
if it was your starting 11? I wouldn't want to.
That's even another thing, though. Look at his age, and he's still putting in quality performances. We all know, yes, Thiago Silva, you might not get 38 games in a season from him just because he is that old. But the fact that he's there and he's still bossing it in defense in the league, when he's got all these young wingers or Saka's coming at him, all that sort of stuff, bro, it's.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
When you take away Thiago Silva, right? What's the next best? Well, for you, Chelsea fan, what's
Oh,
the best? Because this guy gets a
it's-
lot of.
it stinks
slack,
after that.
But he is good though.
I was gonna say either him or Badiashile, you know.
no,
I think he's better than Badiashile.
No,
think
he's
what-
not. Yeah,
what I
he is
noticed-
better. He is better than Badiashile. But bro, like,
I
it's,
wouldn't start Thiago. If I had him in my club, genuinely, I wouldn't start him.
really,
Yeah, but what I noticed out of all of these defenders from both Tottenham and Chelsea is that they're all going to give you a mistake, right? They're all going to give you a mistake. If there's one defender out of all of them that's the least likely to give you a mistake. Actually, most likely won't give you one is Thiago Silva.
Yeah, and
The
even
rest
if he
of them-
does make a mistake, he recovers.
Yeah, the rest of them will give you a mistake.
Can I
so
say
you got-
one thing about Romero? Why on earth did you choose Romero?
Because listen, yeah, exactly. People go on as if he's so rash, but he's been their consistent centre back though.
Yeah.
Van der Ven, bro, he got injured and then he got banned. Like,
Yeah, but
to be
to be fair,
come on.
no, but-
come
I'm
on.
not saying
Put some
just off
respect,
that.
man.
I'm not saying just off that, but bro, look at it. Like, okay, people. I can't lie. His pace is unbelievable.
Who?
Van der Ven.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
be honest. His pace is unbelievable. But as people always say, availability is the best ability.
Which is very true, but it is Romero in terms of availability is the best ability. He's been missing for Tottenham when he loses his head, and I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's not that.
Has it happened that much this season?
Yes, because I think he's gotten 2 red cards this season.
really
and-
this season.
bro, he's gotten 1 red card this season. Sorry, I think he got 2 last year. But it's a thing where, especially as a young centre half, it's not like this is a 19. It's not like we're talking about Kambuala or we're talking about Quansah, where it's like they're just getting to grips with the pace of the Premier League. And do you know what I mean?
He's a
This
seasoned vet.
this is
Not
this
in
is
the
Romero.
he's
Not
a
in the
seasoned
Prem,
professional,
bro,
but not in the Prem.
even
And at the
bro.
same time, this is a World Cup winner as well.
Listen, do you know? Look, Skodran Mustafi's a World Cup winner. Like,
do that,
let's not use that term so loosely here,
let's
bro.
settle on 2 centre backs.
So it's Thiago Silva
Thiago
and Van der Ven.
Silva and Van der Ven.
Yeah.
Okay, they
Okay.
both go into the team.
Fairs.
So let's move on to our right back position. Chelsea and Tottenham combined XI. Who would you have as your right back?
I don't think this is difficult. And if you try and mock
Nah,
it, then
I think this one is a bit more difficult than you think.
I don't think it's him.
nah, that's dumb. Let's go.
3,
A man, them are gonna really piss me off this vid.
2,
He's good, but
Do what's right.
1, go.
yeah.
Do what's right.
Now let me land.
Do
this.
what's right.
Let me land. Let me land. Yeah, cool. Pedro Porro for Tottenham, and not even just for Tottenham. Pedro Porro is an amazing footballer. The way that he's able to accurately.
he's insane.
No. But it is. I'll be honest. Pedro Porro is someone that I wanted us to get, but unfortunately he wasn't on our target list. All that other stuff. But Pedro Porro. Yes, defensively he might not be as good, but it's kind of like the same argument that you have, maybe not to the same extent, but the same argument you have with Trent, where Trent sometimes, yes, he does lack defensively sometimes, but what he offers the team going forward, without Pedro Porro in this team, Tottenham do not make as many chances as they do. They won't score as many goals. He's a set-piece specialist as well.
Fair enough, but you've hit the nail on the head, bro. Defensively, not that good. Bro, we picked a right back, a defender. You need to be able to do both to a good standard. Gusto can defend very well,
Yeah.
and going forward, he's amazing. You've seen the amount of assists that he's got us this season. You've seen how much he contributes to the attacking play. Him and Palmer on that right wing. Even when Sterling plays on that right wing, he does well. When Noni plays on that right wing, he's done a shift at
Can I
left
ask you a
back as
question?
well.
In that Tottenham team, would Gusto start over Porro?
Due to the system, maybe not. Just due to the system. But they played the inverted thing, though.
Yeah.
So which is why maybe he would have done well. Your thing, we're picking a full-on right back.
True.
So
Do you not think Porro would
think
start
Porro's
ahead of Gusto
no,
at Chelsea as well?
No, because when you look at how Tottenham were trying to play a 4 at the back, was it last season before Ange came? It
didn't work.
Bro, he was meaty.
Yeah.
He was meaty.
and do you know this?
Gusto can play both sides. This is sad. I thought this is one that will
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, it's sad.
You know me, bro. When Gusto, yeah, he's cold. And the thing is, the only reason I'm saying it is because Pedro Porro, I've seen the improvement from last season till now, and Gusto, I'm only basing it off of this year.
Yeah.
If Gusto and Porro had been in the league for the same amount of time and they still perform the same way, then I might be more inclined to say Gusto because he's cold.
I think Pedro Porro is the right call.
Fairs, man. Fairs.
Okay, left back.
Sorry, next year, innit?
Who goes in at left back?
And this is what makes me uncomfortable. For a team that concedes so many goals, we're putting so much of their defence in.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know who Chelsea
house.
left back is. Chilwell's like, is he still in? No, he's not still injured. He came back, innit?
He's
Came
back.
back,
But
yeah,
then that's the
he's
thing.
dead
That's
now.
my point. Gusto has played a large shift in left back
So why didn't you write his name?
because at the end of the day, he's predominantly right back.
Even the other one, what's his name?
Oh, Cucurella.
Cucurella. Cucurella is not good, man.
No, he's
He's not. And I'm happy we didn't get him, to be fair. I know we were looking at him for a loan, but
I'm not gonna lie
Yeah.
to you. He
I mean, this
doesn't suit Chelsea at
he
all.
doesn't suit a lot. But this doesn't need a lot of explaining. You know, he's a very talented young left back.
Yeah.
But he is slightly rash as well.
I feel
Slightly
like
rash
he's learning though, and
because he cost us their game against us.
But
It was his fault.
Do you know the difference? See, with him and someone like Romero, Udogie, I think this is his first season.
Yeah, he went on loan.
Yeah, because he was on loan last year.
Yeah.
Romero, this isn't his first season in the Prem, and not to even mention when he was at Atalanta, I believe, before Tottenham, he was starting. It's a thing where Udogie's he's what, 21, I think?
He's young,
He's
he's
still
young,
relatively, earlier in his career. Romero's probably like 2 or 3 years older than him. And it's a thing where the development that Romero should have made in terms of mentally and knowing, when to lunge in and when not to be so aggressive, especially when you're on a yellow card or your team's on the back foot, it seems like he doesn't have that.
I hear it, man.
How are you gonna
So
do our midfield?
we're going to move on to our midfield, and it will be 3 midfielders that you will write all at once. So whilst you think about that, I'll just recap the rest of the team for the viewers.
Cool.
In goal, we have Vicario. In left back, we went with Udogie. In right back, we went with Porro. And in centre back, we went with Thiago Silva and with Van der Ven. So far we have 4 Tottenham players and 1 Chelsea player. Maybe the midfield is where it all changes. So how do you line up your midfield?
Are we?
Do you know what?
Can I ask you a question?
Go on.
Because I know this player's better. Who I've got, I know he's better, right? But this season he hasn't shown he's better. But I want to put him.
Listen, can you just say what you've put?
So the terms and conditions is that we're basing it on this season.
Then I've got to take him out because he's been.
We're basing it on this season.
This season. Okay.
So I don't want to hear any arguments about what someone did a couple years ago or what someone did in the World Cup.
You know what? Nah, hold on.
Be guided, guys.
Nah, hold on.
5 seconds left.
I'm bugging. What?
I don't want.
5,
I'll explain.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Show me your board. Okay.
I was gonna put Caicedo, and I took him out because this season he hasn't been great.
No. Do you know what it is? Yeah, I think
hasn't
that's
been dead, though.
I think that's a misunderstanding. I don't
It
think
is.
I don't think Caicedo's been poor. One thing that I realized about Caicedo, is that he does a lot of the cleaning up in that midfield, and I feel like sometimes it's a bit too much for him to handle. At times when Chelsea are like they're getting pressured, especially when it's teams in the lower half of the table, I feel like someone in the midfield, whether it's Gallagher, Enzo, or whoever's in front of him, isn't as adept in terms of cleaning up the slack and all that sort of stuff. So it all falls on him, and then that's why sometimes he gets booked.
We as a United fan, we don't give that slack to Casemiro. Everyone's calling him dead because he's not been good. He's that cleaner upper in the midfield, and he doesn't do it. He's
Yeah,
not doing it well
but
this season,
no,
just
but
like
Caicedo is not doing the things that
Yeah.
Casemiro was doing. I'll be so real.
Well,
And to be
they're
fair-
both doing the same mistakes, bro.
With
No,
me-
not the nah.
With me, the way I saw it as...
So who'd you put again?
I put Bissouma and Enzo because they've both been better. They've both been better. In fact, all 3 of these players have been better than Caicedo this season. And I know you've written Palmer there. Both of you written Palmer. I was thinking Palmer goes in the front 3.
That's what
So that you can fit in these 3 players.
Yeah.
You
'Cause
could have
otherwise-
done that, but I just wanted to be honest.
So you don't
Palmer's-
think Maddison deserves to be in this team?
No, I don't.
You don't
I-
think Maddison has been better than Enzo this season?
No, because if I'm playing a balance 3,
I'm going to ask you one more time.
no.
You don't think that
Because
Maddison...
I'm picking 1 10 and 2 8s, bro. So no, if it's for the 10 position, no, Palmer's been better. And if we're gonna keep it a buck, I'm fed up of like Palmer kind of getting pushed out to the right because where he plays best for Chelsea is in that through the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
So-
not about where he plays
drift.
best. It's also about what positions has he played this season. He's played both on the right
And where
on the left,
and where he's been like clinical
But
for
Gallagher
Chelsea,
plays
he's playing in
there.
the middle. No, because at the end of the day, Gallagher will play just behind, and then he would tend to play with Enzo or Caicedo. He switches. We switch so much.
One thing I was gonna say, I was very close, and that's when you said 5 seconds, I quickly rubbed out Maddison and I put Palmer in my team.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because Palmer this season, I think, has been a more consistent performer in terms of when Chelsea need him, he's performed. I know he scored, I think, like 8 or 9 penalties or whatever. It doesn't matter. He's still scoring at the end of the day. He's
16
still
goals,
getting the
10
points,
assists.
all that sort of stuff. However, Maddison,
Who was Fernandes? Right, yeah, come on. No, it's gone.
fair enough. But you know, Maddison this season
Bruno's
has
a
been the
grown man.
definition of a purple patch player. In the first 3 months of the league, maybe even 4, up until he injured himself, he was one of the best players in the league, 100%. But then, since January, we haven't seen anything from Maddison.
This is what Maddison does, though. This is what he does.
Yeah, but the way I see it is that if you were to put in a Chelsea and Tottenham combined XI with the best players from the whole of this season, right, and you wanted to fit in your best players while still making it balanced, in my opinion, I would put Palmer on the right and put Maddison in the 10. I get what you're saying about how Maddison hasn't actually been as consistent as he could have been, but there's no way to me that Caicedo gets into the team or Enzo gets in over Maddison. If I'm going to put Enzo in and Bissouma in, then Maddison gets into that midfield and then Palmer goes on the right. I'm not putting Caicedo in my team and not playing Maddison.
So,
do you get what I'm saying?
In your team, hypothetically speaking, who's going to do the cleaning up? Bissouma or Enzo?
Bissouma can do it.
Interesting.
But that's not his bag. People try and make it his bag, but it's not his bag.
So in your team, who's going to do it?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just making that point. But I would do the same, but that is not his bag. I'm being real. I am being honest. But I couldn't put Caicedo in because I knew what people would say. So,
okay, let's look at...
Ideally, I would have put
I'm shocked that you guys brought him up. I'll be real. Because I thought it was no point, so I might as well try and get my
Caicedo's
elsewhere.
So you two are not putting Maddison in your team?
No.
I think that's a bit crazy, you know.
Wow.
Do you know,
okay.
I'm willing to concede on putting Maddison in, but I feel like Enzo and Caicedo have to be there.
Yeah, so there's no one else you're going to take out, is there?
Oh,
You're
really?
gonna. I can't believe we're putting Caicedo in over this season. Anyway,
Nah.
You rubbed yours off, but
It's
let's
fair
look
enough. We can go.
No, I don't mind. We'll look at
I
who
think
do
we
we
go
have.
yours.
Who do we all have in our
Enzo.
team? So we have Enzo.
We all
I
have
had
Enzo gets
I had
in.
Enzo,
Yeah.
We both had Bissouma. So did
I had
you.
Bissouma as
I
well.
Okay, so
spelled it
there's-
wrong, by the way.
So Bissouma gets in.
Okay, so Enzo, Bissouma, and then it
We
was...
have 2 for Palmer
And two
we
for
have 2
Maddison.
for Maddison.
Oh, no.
My video.
Oh, no.
This is the midfield, ladies and gentlemen. This is the midfield.
Fair enough.
So far,
I'm
in
shocked
goal,
that you lot brought Caicedo, and I'm glad that you respect him. He's not meaty, man.
No, I don't think
he's
he's
not
meaty.
worth 150 million.
Oh,
though.
no way.
I don't think he's meaty. It's just about this season who has been the best. Is
Yeah.
how I see it. So far we have Vicario in goal. We have Udogie at left back. We have Porro at right back. We have Thiago Silva and Van der Ven in centre back. And in our midfield we have Enzo Fernandez. We have Bissouma and we have Maddison. So now I'd like you to write down your front 3. So go with a left winger, a right winger, and a striker.
So just to ask you, should I go with who I originally put?
It's up to you.
Because obviously now
You know what the team is. So if you want to change your front 3 because Palmer didn't get in, for example, or because Caicedo didn't get in, maybe you want to put him up top.
yeah,
That's
jokes.
fine.
All right, mate. Cheers.
Defensive striker, you know. Crazy.
Oiland.
That's uncalled for. That's uncalled for.
I didn't say it,
That's
innit?
uncalled for.
I didn't say he's wrong, but I didn't say it.
You know, we're actually struggling. I'm struggling for left wingers, bro.
Yeah, then just shift it about
Are
and
you?
do what you know is right.
Alright, well, fair enough. Cool.
Shift.
Okay, so combined XI between Chelsea and Tottenham. What is your front 3?
Don't, no. Take that guy out.
I hear it low key.
Low key,
I do hear it.
Jackson!
When you
Brother,
look at,
Richarlison's got one more goal than him. One.
yeah, but that's fine. It's all, so that means
So
one
that's
goal
what
is the
I'm
difference.
No, but yeah, so you can't disrespect him like that.
Madueke being in there this
Madueke is
season.
crazy.
Madueke is better
Madueke
than
is
Jackson,
crazy.
bro. I'd rather play Son on top than play Ed Jackson or Richarlison. 100%.
Yeah, but this season.
Crazy.
Okay, so
He's not
basically.
no ball, man.
Okay.
That's
So what-
crazy.
What we're saying, hold on.
Where does Son play for
Up top or on the left?
top or on the
Why
left.
are you lifted? Why are you putting him out to the side?
Because he also plays on the left.
Yeah. And
Well,
with
you can shift. Son is the best striker of all of the options.
He's also the best left winger
Left
of
wing
all
of all
the
the
options.
options.
and do you know what it is? I'm not gonna lie
Because
to
you
you.
said you were struggling with left wing.
You knew what
Hold on.
Got him.
Madueke,
Bro, Noni's played 15 times this season and got 3 goals.
I think he's good.
Like, bro, come
You know
on.
what it is?
The way I see it is, all of us have Son and Palmer, so they're both in.
Yeah.
Now it's just a question of Jackson, Richarlison, or Madueke based on this season.
Listen,
I think the debate. I can
Jackson's
understand the
dead,
debate
bro.
between Jackson and Richarlison.
He's dead.
But
Madueke
Madueke
ain't
this
done enough.
season,
Bro,
can't get
even
in.
okay. Even if we're not gonna do Madueke, that's fine. But Jackson's dead.
Nah,
Do you know
that's
He's
mad.
dead,
No,
bro.
do you
He's
know
actually
yeah?
dead.
Dead
I get
is
what-
peak.
I get what you're saying, but based on what has he done this season,
I think-
you look at the amount of goals he's scored.
Carson
It may
being
not
in the
be
team's even crazy as well. Bro.
Who?
Richarlison.
How?
Richarlison. He
How
ain't
though? He's
been
got
great.
10 goals.
No,
Yeah,
but he's been decent this
hold on.
season.
He had a purple patch, right, where he
Yeah.
was scoring goals, right? And since then, he ain't been doing much. Son's been up top, and they've been going through Johnson, Werner, playing different people on the wings. But Carson ain't really been doing much.
So who gets in then?
I said just try something new. I put Madueke.
Madueke. Wait, hold on.
On the left wing, though.
Wait, can I ask you a question?
I asked you, we were struggling for left wingers. I'd rather do this.
Max, let me ask you this.
Put Mudryk, bro.
Max, let me ask you this.
That,
So, out of all the wingers you could have chosen, Brennan Johnson, Kulusevski...
Sterling's been dead. Sterling's been dead this season.
But if we even look at it, his output still is probably more than
It's better than Madueke, yeah.
But
Mudryk.
in terms of this season, bro, he's been dead.
No, but this season, bro, all their job is to score goals or assists. That's their job, bro. So then if they're doing better than Madueke, they're doing better.
There's at least 3-4 wingers that's been better than Madueke.
Granted, Noni's been on the bench. Don't get it. I rate Noni, bro.
It depends on how you're seeing it as better. If we're just doing the goals and assists thing, then what is football nowadays?
No, it's based on...
Don't do that.
Genuinely, just off goals and assists.
It's based on everything. To me, someone who hasn't made a certain level of appearances, I don't know off the top of my head.
It's 15, I believe.
If he's been on the bench for most of the season, there's no way he can get into the combined XI.
Like why hasn't
Brennan
been on the
Johnson,
bench?
as Mid said, can definitely get in. Kulusevski,
Brennan
Sterling,
Johnson
they
ain't
all
been
get in
great.
above
Brennan
Mudryk.
Johnson was going to originally be my right winger. I'll be honest.
He's been decent.
Bro,
He's been decent.
He's got what? 5 goals, 7 assists. He was originally going to be my right winger.
He's been better than Noni.
We know he hasn't been great. That's why we haven't put him in. But he's been better than Noni.
Okay. He's been better in terms of goals and assists. But if who's the better player? Be genuine.
Brennan Johnson.
Brennan Johnson.
Noni's the better player.
Well, someone that hasn't made that many appearances,
so.
we can't say he's better when he's not really playing.
No, but if I'm
also-
just judging based off what I think their
what you
ability,
know.
I think Noni's better.
But
than
can I say one thing?
Hold on, wait. That's not what this is about because there's so many
Yeah,
other players we
that
could
is
have put
true.
in,
That is
like
not
Reece
what it's
James,
about.
like Chilwell, and other
But they ain't
players.
been playing this season.
Neither is
Same
Noni
as
though. He's
Noni.
played 15 games, bro, in the
And
Prem.
look, let me tell you something as well. When you say that in terms of ability and what we've seen, Madueke's only had 1 season in the Prem and he's not been playing. Brennan Johnson
Well, 1.5,
last year, 1.5.
That was Nottingham Forest, bro.
Yeah, but still, it was still in the Premier League and he was still doing well. It was him and Morgan Gibbs-White that were the spearhead of that team last season.
In terms of how they play and
Awani.
how they play, but literally with the clubs they are, you can't just take performances for Nottingham Forest for performances for Tottenham, bro. They're gonna be different.
Okay,
Bro,
but
you said
but
depends
do
on
you know
how
what it
they
is,
play. Noni, if they play. If.
Don't play.
Exactly. And do you know what I'm going to say, yeah? His performances, if anything, have kind of stepped up for Tottenham in comparison to Nottingham Forest. Whereas Nottingham Forest, it was him. Listen, if it wasn't Morgan Gibbs-White himself or Awani doing something for that team, no one was really doing anything. Whereas now, Tottenham, there's a bit more people that are chipping in with the goals. There's Richarlison, Son, Kulusevski, Maddison, and he's still starting every game or every other game.
Yeah. And like, I even think Kulusevski has had to kind of play down the middle. They've switched it up a little bit. Obviously, that's dependent on Maddison's injury and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, but Jackson was kind of disrespected there, though. The guy's allegedly 22 years old. Yeah,
That's what
So-
I do feel as though the debate between Jackson and
Richarlison.
Is one to be had.
is valuable. But I think the amount of chances that both of them have missed, but especially Jackson, is crazy. Especially in the earlier parts of the season. It's not like chances aren't created for Jackson. Chances are created for him. He doesn't put them away.
Trust me.
We're gonna
Simple.
we're
chances.
gonna talk about Jackson one of these days. Trust me.
Trust me,
100%.
I feel that pain. Trust me, but we're looking at the direct comparison. Jackson dunked on these lot, though.
Yeah, actually, but
Hattie.
Son has
Premier
one
League
more
hat
goal.
trick in his first season.
But to
And I
be fair
tell
with
you,
you,
Marcus Rashford don't have that.
No, you don't, Mr. MBE.
Okay. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Before we go, what we'll do is we'll round up the team for you. In goal, we put Vicario. In left back, we went with Udogie. In right back, we went with Porro. In centre back, we went with Thiago Silva and Van de Ven. And our midfield options were Enzo Fernandez, Maddison, and it's going to come to me, Bissouma. In left wing, we went with Son. In right wing, we went with
Palmer.
And up top, we went with Richarlison. Let us know what you think in the comments below of our team. Do you agree?
So 7
Do you
Spurs
disagree?
players, 3 Chelsea.
I mean, look what Chelsea is.
It's not looking great, buddy, is it? It's not looking good.
Tottenham are competing for a top 4 spot. Chelsea aren't. So that's how it's going to be.
Chelsea will leave this season in Europe and the trophy. Remember I said this.
And the trophy? Wait, are you guys FA Cup?
We will be there.
Okay.
So let us know what you think in the comments below, whether you agree or you disagree. Remember to subscribe, like the video, follow us on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. And as always, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Peace.